The message of Jesus when he stood on the mountain and said, listen, and then he started speaking the Sermon on the Mount. It's what those words represent that matters. And you have that moment to hear it. That moment. If my mind stops listening to make judgment or consideration or anything about what I think I'm hearing, what Jesus is saying, what does that mean? I better ask him about that later, whatever. Then I'm not listening. I'm caught up in my own thinking again. And automatically I'm blocking myself from hearing the message, because the message is a frequency. The message is a vibration. It comes from an experience that Jesus has of truth, or Buddha has of truth, or Krishna has of truth, right? That's what I want to hear. I want to hear that frequency. So when I tell you guys nothing exists, that message, you can back and forth it in your mind, ping pong. What does he mean by that? Nothing exists. I seem to exist. What do you mean? Is nothing something that exists also? But you can get caught up in that forever. Nothing exists. Let it in. Right? It comes from a divine source. It's the first direct message I heard from God in the Godhead, in the non-temporal place. I don't know how to talk about it. Right? It does the work itself. The message does the work itself. It's like a key in a lock. I'm standing there. Jesus is offering me the key verbally. It's not the words. It's what they represent. It's where those words are coming from and what their purpose is that I have to hear. I don't hear anything with these ears. I hear it with my heart. I hear it with my heart and my mind joined together as one. I have nothing to say about it. There's no way I can try and reiterate it or headline it or line it out for later for future reference, because that's not what it's for.
Okay. It wasn't a future reference for me. They were words that symbolized an experience.
Don't defend yourself, Fran.
Huh?
Don't defend yourself. You don't need to defend yourself.
Okay, I don't. I guess I'm just like right now.
Right.
It's
right.
like
So be that right now rather than defend yourself, okay?
Yeah, okay. Because I
agree that. Because that's
like
where the honesty
talking
is.
at me, and I
good. Feel like that. Feel like that then. Experience what it is to feel like that.
Yeah, it's really boring. So I'll just let it be.
Good. Right. Boring is a way you defend yourself.
Could be.
Absolutely. Trust me, I know it. I'm as boring as fuck. Right? It's the same as Bernadette, except she's learned not to defend herself. Right? All of that stuff. It doesn't matter what the reason. Right? I can only listen or I can hear. That's the two things. They're different. You have ears to hear, but don't, you have ears to listen and you do not hear. That's what that means. The message is a transition. It's like Morse code. I need help now. Let me write that down. No, he needs help now. Right? I'm not going to write it down. I'm not going to see what it means later. It means I need help now. I'm hearing that message now. That's the only opportunity I have. Everything else on the physical level that I attempt to do with the message is the denial of the message. Tina hears that. Good. I can't do anything with it. As soon as I break in my listening to underline something, and I sort of kid myself that I'm still listening on the other, out of the other ear while I'm doing something here, that's not it. Right? It's a total thing. If you were at the Sermon on the Mount, you had one chance to hear everything he said. You better damn pay attention, because he's gone tomorrow. He's off around the hills to Galilee. You got one chance, one moment, and that's all we have. We have this one moment. Yes or no? That's all it is. Yes or no? I either want it or I don't. And I'm not picking on you, Fran, for right. It's just a helpful example, because that's what consciousness does with everything.
I hear what you're saying. I guess
right.
I hear what you're saying, but it just seems so separate from what I just shared. And I just, you know,
Right. But
I,
where is this? Where is
I
the
don't, I
separation?
guess I don't want to, it's like you were checking
Change.
in with us and I just said that and then it went off there and it's like,
Right.
ah,
But answer this. You just said to me, it seems so separate from what I just shared. Right?
yeah,
Why?
yeah, I was, yeah,
Why?
I don't,
No, no, no,
yeah.
no, no, no. Don't justify
Go
it.
ahead,
Don't
go ahead,
justify
Dave,
it.
because yeah.
Why? Why does it seem so separate? Where is the separation?
Between all that you said and me saying that I heard the yes, wow,
Right.
thank you. Basically, that's all
No,
I
no, no, no,
was saying.
no, no. Where is
Except
the
I,
separation?
yeah,
Where is it?
what? What do you,
Where is the idea of separation? You just said it with your own words. Everybody
I
heard
know
it.
I did, and words are
Right.
symbols. I
Right.
felt
Where is it then?
immediately separate from you.
Right. Good. That's good. That's what this is for.
Okay, right,
This
but I
whole
feel
thing,
like
this
there's
whole meeting, this whole thing. Where is that idea of separation?
everywhere. Jesus Christ, it's everywhere. I mean, it's like
No. Ready. Everyone do this.
I yeah, okay, I'm doing it. You know, I guess when you said I don't want to say anything anymore because it goes into this like, oh, okay. I mean, I hear what you
No,
said.
you know what? No, you don't. You don't hear it. Ready? Let's do it again.
Yeah.
Where is the idea of separation?
Well, in my mind.
Right, stop.
But where is the idea
Stop.
that I wasn't getting?
No. That's what you use to go into denial. Ready? Stop there. The idea of separation is in my mind.
Yeah.
Feel it. Feel it. Just stay there and connect with it. You have to experience it. Don't jump to the next thing. This is entirely helpful. You just identified a moment of you feeling separate, right? Do you know how long it takes some people to actually come to that point where they can admit they feel separate? You just blurted it out on Zoom in front of everybody. It's like running naked down the street. It's fantastic. Now stay there. Be still. Draw the circle. No? But you see how quickly the ego adjusts.
No, I don't want to stay here.
Right. I know you don't want to.
I guess I just.
It's uncomfortable. It's really uncomfortable.
It's I suppose that would be one thing.
Right.
Annoying would be a good
right. Yes. Go on. Keep going.
Yeah.
Annoying. Keep going. Let's do it. Let's Tina's sick of me picking on her. She's like, yeah, pick on Fran.
Yeah, no, I'm fine.
Kev.
Okay.
I'm fine. Denial.
Okay, Dave, for Christ's sake, okay? I mean, we could keep doing this. There's another, it's like.
No, we can't keep doing it.
Yeah, no, it's like, fuck. Here, I feel like I can't connect when I'm being talked at.
Right. Who's talking at you?
The dream figure, Dave Phare.
Right, exactly.
Yeah.
Represents what? All things I see reflect ideas. All things I see are the results of my own thinking. What does it represent in you? I guarantee you, Fran, I'm playing the part perfectly that you asked me to play.
I'm getting that. Let me find those symbolic words.
Right.
Arrogance,
Yep.
blowhard,
Yep.
know-it-all,
Yep.
doesn't listen,
Right.
dismisses,
Yep.
dismissive,
Yep.
funny, doesn't really join, says great words, even enlightening, but pushes away with them.
Good. Now stay there with that. All that meaning that you've given to me. You had your finger on your nose. That's perfect. I'm one with everything. Right? You got to own that. This is your journey of awakening. My journey of awakening is the same thing. Exactly the same thing. Owning all those things I see in my mirror. Or owning all those things that other people say to me. But I've already accepted that I'm one with all things on earth as above, so below. I am an arsehole. I'm all of that shit. I am everything you want to tell me about it, but it doesn't disturb my peace of mind because I know it about myself as above, so below. I've experienced that I'm one in eternity, just as I'm one on earth. I don't have an experience of separation in my mind, other than that you might present me the opportunity to recognize one, but in this case, not really. I was hoping you'd give me something that would throw me for a 6, but nothing. It's all old hat. You know? But we're just playing this out again and again and again. It's the same for Tina, the same for Mariel, same for Joe, same for Bernadette. We're all the same. We're going through the recognition of not just our yin, but our yang as well. You see in me what you deny in yourself. Now, that's where you got to stay, because that's where the healing happens. You wouldn't see it in me if you didn't deny it. If your mind was healed, all you would see would be the Christ in your brother. I know the Christ in you perfectly well. There's nothing you can tell me about myself that's going to upset me. And if there is, bring it on. I've been to the bottom. And I'm telling you, when you go to the bottom, that's where I'll be, and we'll laugh together there. I'm telling you, there's nothing to fear. But I'm also telling you that this is a journey into fear, to accept the reflections that we see in our mirror as our own judgments. You can't heal what you can't feel. It's no good if it's just in your head, you know? That's where it's at. That realization, that recognition, it's like, holy crap. I've just found a big chunk of stuff here. Now I need a miracle. I love you, Fran. I love you more than those words can penetrate, you know, much more. But we're here to do the work. We're here to do the work. We're here to get real,
I
even when
showed
it looks all fuck. And if it's not looking as ugly as all fuck, then we're not doing the work. I'm the, what do you call it? I'm the arrogant arsehole for salvation.
admirable adversary.
That's it. Devil's advocate. I don't know what you want to call that, but I'm going to be the mirror. You know, it's like, this is the funny thing. I went and saw Amachi once, you know, the mother, the Indian guru, and she's incredible. Don't get me wrong. She's amazing. The vibration that woman gives off. If you ever have the chance to go and sit with her, I highly recommend to do it, even just for a minute. But everybody, like, with the exception of Ted, who was with me, and maybe a couple of other guys, but everybody, just on the appearance of things, seem to be doing this. They're all sitting there in reverence of the mother. She's up on the podium and the whole thing. And it just smacks of that false sense of spirituality where there's nothing really going on other than idol worship, you know. But there was a few guys that were just falling apart. They were just collapsed. They were just not handling it. That was the real thing going on, you know. That's what we come together to do, to realize our falsity and to stare it in the face, to look at it, and then to own it. Because once you own it, once you take responsibility for what you see in another, and Jesus is going to be your highest point of reference of that, you know. Once you take responsibility for what you see in somebody else, you're free of it. It doesn't affect you again because you've owned it within yourself and you've reanimated or repossessed a part of yourself that you've projected out into the world as if it's not you. But if I'm one with all things, it must be me. Finger on the nose. That's the best teaching in the whole universe. Finger on the nose. This has to be me. What I see is my mirror. It's a reflection of my own thoughts. Sometimes it takes a minute to bring it up.
Wow. Thank you.
It's good, isn't it? I'm an arsehole. Everyone who's an arsehole, put their hand up. Come on. Let's have it. Yep. Hooray. That's it. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I'm the denial of God. I'm the denial of God. Yeah, motherfuckers.
Oh, Lord.